Let me now introduce the lady we've enjoyed hearing from all afternoon. She is a Second Amendment sister. She serves as the Assistant to Legislative Affairs at our national level, and we work very closely together following the New Hampshire legislation. She is a phenomenal gun instructor, Second Amendment supporter, and general tough cookie. She's fabulous, one of my favorite people here. Let me introduce Susan Olsen to you.
A lot of women, folks. Yeah. Some of you who are here today may be looking at these yellow hats and some of the hoodies that the guys have on, and you're going to see on the back of these hats 3 Roman numerals. And the organizers of this event is a group called 3% New Hampshire. And what that's all about is recognizing that only 3% of the 2.5 million colonists living in New England and the southern colonies took it upon themselves to try to remove the yoke of the British government during the colonial war. 3% of 2.5 million people is 75,000. Nashua is bigger than 75,000. So you think about that. You think about what these people took on. Today is the 5th of April. 258 years and 50 weeks from today was the opening skirmish in the American Revolutionary War, and it came about primarily of news that had been passed down through the Patriot wires that the British were coming to seize the armament stores at a storehouse in Portsmouth. 2 years before that, the colonial governor of Massachusetts, under direction from what would have been the equivalent British ambassador to the colonies, was advised that the best way to quell the uprisings, the unhappiness over taxes, over parliamentary representatives being stationed without their permission, was to disarm the citizens of the American colonies. 239 years ago, God, my math is horrible for an old lady, a 27-year-old man named William Trowbridge picked up his privately held firearm, walked away from his family and his farm, and joined the Connecticut militia to take on this British government, trying to disarm him and his neighbors, trying to disarm the other colonies, and trying to oppress the American colonists under British rule. For the next 5 years, alongside the no more than 20,000 at any one time soldiers in the Revolutionary Army. These 20,000, this rolling 20,000 cadre of men, of normal citizens, and firearms in private ownership, took on and beat the world's largest and most professional army, the world's largest navy. And why did they do it? Did they do it because they were angry? Did they do it because they didn't like them? Probably. But most importantly, they did it because they had suffered for more than 30 years of trying to assuage the British government's demands on the rights, the liberties, and the property of American colonists. 3%, 75,000 people out of 2.5 million, no more than 20,000 at a time, beat the British government and turned them away, and left us with what has become the United States. 10 generations later, Billy Trowbridge's blood runs in my veins, and I claim lineage to that 3%. I don't deserve any of the gifts that I've been given. I didn't earn them, I didn't buy them, I didn't fight for them. But like probably every one of you here, the time has come to say, you know what? We've asked nicely. We've tried. Like Ian has suggested, we've tried those various boxes. We've tried the soap box, the ballot box. We haven't tried the cartridge box this time around. But here we are, faced with a government that doesn't want to listen to us, that doesn't want to hear from us, that basically tells us to shut up, sit down, because they know what's best for us. There's a lot of talk about what's going on in Washington. I frankly don't give a damn about what's going on in Washington.
Yeah.
If we can't save New Hampshire, we can't save any of us.
Yeah.
So I can legitimately and happily and proudly claim to be a descendant of one of the original 3%. I would urge every one of you here to say, you know what, I may not be that 10 generations down, but by God, I can be that generation now. So I want to thank Mr. Forsyth. I want to thank 3% New Hampshire. I want to say God bless you to the folks down in Connecticut who are telling that government either enforce the law or repeal it.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. I'm hoping that it's a peaceful outcome today. I'm not sure that it will be, but you better believe that something's going to be made out of it, and the state of New Hampshire is going to come after us one more time. Do your homework, like Kim says, get involved, write a letter, knock on a door, buy a hat, sign a petition, because if we don't take on the responsibility of returning the government to its rightful place, we deserve the positions that are left to us. So Robert, thank you so much. Thank everybody for coming here today. I'm honored to share a platform with every one of the folks here. Karen, best of luck. It's a tough road, and it's a crummy job, and there's ugly people out there, but thank you, and best of luck. God bless all of us here today. And youth in government, do your homework. Learn some history. It isn't what you've been taught. It isn't what you've been told. Go back to the documents and learn why you can stand here today in that nice suit on a Saturday and learn about government. Learn the real government.
Yeah.
Be part of that real government. Be part of the new 3%. I dare you.
Crop TV.